scarlet blaze. The rising darkness. Having smashed the kingdom's last desperate defense, the Empire takes the battle north. Further pressure from the Alliance to the east forces King Dimitri to make a difficult choice. Will the Empire and Alliance prevail and unite Fogland? Just as all begin to entertain the possibility, those most opposed to the idea finally emerge from the shadows.
Apparently, it started with attacks by bandits and insurgents, which touched off a widespread revolt. The people have taken to the streets, and now Hrim and Ordelia territory are in total chaos.
We have no choice but to intervene. At present, it is just Hrim territory. But if the unrest spreads to neighboring Imperial lands, there will be no water cask large enough to quench the flames.
Especially if the fires were intentionally set. And yet, redeploying our forces to deal with the unrest could be exactly what they're after.
I believe it is, Your Majesty. With the aid of the Alliance, we were on the brink of securing the kingdom's surrender. The war was all but decided. It seems certain parties were not at all happy with that particular arrangement.
Yeah, you can't exactly wage a war when your own land's falling apart at the seams.
No one is more reluctant than I am to turn back when victory is within our grasp. But it is the only option. Fortunately, the kingdom now lacks the soldiers to take advantage and regain their lost territory. We'll leave enough troops to hold the line and take the main force east at speed. I'll have Count Bergles take position at Aryan Road.
That sounds exhausting. But you're the boss.
Do you mind if I just slink off to my room and... Oh, here come the dagger eyes. Never mind.
If it's settled, let's not waste another second. Every moment we delay means more suffering for the innocent people who are caught up in this.
Going to Hrimland will take us close to Ire. Needless to say, I am in favor of departing at once.
Why is Ferdinand part of the roll call?
Let's go find the masterminds behind
He's a quote-unquote important character.
But how will we be telling the innocent people from those who are causing trouble? A fair point. If we're too reckless, many good people are going to be killed.
Only one thing to do. Let's get to Hrim territory and sort this out.
I'm almost tempted to let you all die so that I don't have to deal with the fucking roll call every time. Go full X Emblem on my cast.
I have a proposition.
Focus on basic training methods and build physical strength.
I have a stratagem.
Do you think this might work?
I mean, this helps the most people, and it sets support to 2 people, so sure.
We need to work with what we have. Shall we?
What's up, YouTube? It's your Lawrence for King D353 here. If you're not episode, let's play Fire Emblem Three Hopes. God, it's been a while since we last played this game. In the last episode, we, I believe, took on, Dominic territory. And I actually spared, Annette by choosing a specific path in the map. In this episode, we, let's be honest, we're probably just gonna read supports and talk to people, so, let's do supports first. Oh, only one?
Another clear victory for the Empire in battle. You can surely guess who stole the show yet again.
Our mercenary friend? Always a force upon the battlefield, that one.
Their approach on the battlefield is exceptional, yet their curious power has also proved quite the boon.
It is deeply fascinating, isn't it? Something beyond the principles of magic, and yet different from the power of crests. I might go so far as to say it veers close to the realm of dark magic, but I fear that's beyond my expertise.
I am possessed of some small knowledge, yet still fail to understand the nature of that power.
Then at present we can do nothing but throw our hands to the sky. And with that, I must be off.
Hold up.
Oh? I thought you would be more curious about our mercenary ally. Would you truly raise the white flag merely because the matter lies outside your usual ken?
What are you playing at, Hubert? If you want me to investigate a specimen, go ahead. Hook it and reel it in.
Ah, but you are the better angler of the two of us. Furthermore, my method of hooking would complicate our relationship with so valued an ally. An inducement from your lips would ensure things proceed more smoothly.
Well, this is becoming a hassle. Can't you push yourself to learn some new hooking strategies? Like, I don't know, one befitting the elegance of a true nobleman? Involving fancy tea, perhaps?
A positively hair-raising notion. Please, do not speak it aloud.
Then maybe get in their face and pick a fight with them. You two could end up becoming fast friends.
He's not Caspar.
So you wish me to shout myself hoarse and swing my fists about like a common ruffian? I shall pretend I did not hear that suggestion.
No. Then the only option left is aggressive persuasion, driven home at the point of an axe, let's say.
Lindhart, who in the world are you talking about right now? I should think there is no one quite so barbarous in our own army.
Oh, I didn't have anyone particular in mind. I was just brainstorming new methods to ensnare our illustrious mercenary friend. Why? Did they remind you of acquaintances of ours?
Caspar? Look, actually, Ferdinand. Oh, okay, I get it now. It was Ferdinand, Caspar, and the last one Petra?
Conversing with you, but we seem to procure results of little benefit when we do. And with that, I have matters to attend to and must be off. Farewell.
Until next time, Hubert. So when can I expect you to have...
Oh, wait, no, the last one's Edelgard.
I suspect we'd make headway on the research if we engaged in it together.
I'm afraid I've not the time to play along with your capricious whims, Lindhart. I will, of course, be cheering you on with some enthusiasm from the shadows as you hook the subject yourself.
Y'all are really fighting over who has to get my attention, eh? And we're back. Let's watch the support.
This war is going on and on. Do you think we will ever have sight of the end?
Yeah, I do. Maybe not today or tomorrow, but it's definitely out there on the horizon.
It will be good to be putting this war behind us. When the war is finished, what are you wishing to do?
That's a pretty big question.
Then I will give more clarity. How will you be supporting yourself when your contract is completed? If you have the desire, you could come to Bridget with me.
Wait, seriously? I thought you were just pulling my leg about that.
I would never be pulling your legs. Also, I am speaking with seriousness. After losing the war with the Empire, Bridget was forced into becoming a vassal state. But this war is giving Bridget the chance to stand on equal feet again. We will be opening our borders to Fodlan. The exchanges between us will flourish. I am meeting a person I can trust to give me help with this. Please, accept my apologies if the offer was given with too much suddenness.
No, it's not that. I was just taking a moment to admire you. This war has been particularly ugly, and it seems like we're tearing each other apart on a daily basis. But people like you and Edelgard are already thinking about what comes next. Plan for it. You're every bit the ruler they are.
No, I am different. I am the Queen of Bridget. We are the proud Isles, placed upon the sea by the spirits, who are watching over us to this day. Our future has the brightness of the sun. I am hoping you will be at my side as we are shaping it.
Powerful words. And I'm happy you put that much stock in me. Honestly, it's a good fit. I've got nothing tying me down. No family, no titles, no property to speak of.
I am not asking for your answer in this moment. I know your sword is sold right now. But when this war is over, I hope the making of a decision is at the top of your to-be-doing list. That is why I am approaching you so early, because I am very, very sneaky.
Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind. And I don't blame you for trying to sneak ahead of the competition. Honestly, I'm kind of flattered. So, how about this? Let's both make it through this war unscathed and decide what comes next together.
Maybe I'll let Petra die next battle. Oh, I do have another support. Hold up. Who? Where? When? Why? Yuri.
Yuri's still not back yet? It's been 5 days. What's this? A letter. Not like him to leave his stuff lying around. I wonder if it says anything about where he went. Well, it's just sitting there. Can't hurt to take a peek, right? Are you well? Eating enough? I worry about you all the time.
Why are you reading out loud?
Thank you for sending money always. I want to see you soon. Huh. Is this letter for Yuri? It's got a different name on it.
Having fun?
Yes.
Yuri! Wow, you really snuck up on me. When did you get back?
Just now. More importantly, why are you snooping through things that don't belong to you? Choose your next words carefully if you don't want them to be your last.
Bring it.
It's not what it looks like. You've been gone for a while, so I just wanted to see if you were back yet.
Then what's with the letter? Lying doesn't really work when you've been caught red-handed. Never mind. I can't imagine you'd have a reason to pry into my affairs. I suppose this is what I get for taking off without telling anyone.
Exactly.
And for being so careless.
Yeah, I thought you'd be the last person to leave something like this behind. You must have left in a hurry.
You didn't say that.
I see. Well, it must have been important. But I know it's none of my business.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't mind. The letter is from my mother. She's always been prone to illness, but lately her condition has grown worse. I try to visit whenever she asks to see me. Obviously, there are times when I can't go, but I have to take all the time I can get, right? I never know which visit will be my final chance to see her.
I understand. Once someone's gone, they're gone. But wait, the name on that letter, is that your real name? So, Yuri's an alias and you're really
No need to say it.
Reginald?
And yes,
Regulus?
my parent would call their kid by an alias anyway.
I'm going to assume it's Reginald.
It's a nice name though. Why hide it?
In my line of work, it pays to have more than a few names. And don't go telling anyone about this. You won't like to find out what happens if you do.
Them's fighting words. Let's go, son of a bitch.
Okay, take it down a notch. Besides, a threat like that's kinda tempting. Makes me want to slip up just to see what happens.
You don't think I'm serious? Fine then. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, I totally think you're serious. I just don't like being threatened.
For what it's worth, I hope your mom gets better soon.
If it were easy to cure, then we wouldn't even be talking about it. But I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Oh dear.
The riots have not spread this far yet. But based on the reports, things are only going to get worse from here on. Be ready.
Let's see.
I mean, this is kind of stuff you should probably be worrying about everybody else. Yes, you may be right. But to tell you the truth, I don't think we should rely on you for everything.
Right.
I knew this moment would come one day. I cannot claim to be completely prepared, but I have done all I can in our current circumstance. I will need a moment of your time before we depart. There is something I must tell you. Him? Him is near Eiger territory. I only hope the riots do not spread that far. I am worried for the people of him, of course, but my feelings toward my own territory are special. When you are a noble, the people in your territory feel like your own precious children.
You're kidding.
Your own children? But you don't have any, do you? Wait, don't tell me that means... Just what are you getting at? Of course I don't have any. One day I may hope to have a few. But this is not the time for such discussions. I must ask you to cease at once. Desist at once. My voice acting is off today, and it wasn't good to begin with. I'm tired, utterly exhausted. It wasn't just that long journey from the kingdom. We've also been fighting constantly. And the war is going to stretch on even longer because of this, right? All I can do is sigh, really.
Let's see.
You could ask Edelgard to let you go back to Embar for a while. I can't say that option's very appealing. My father will most certainly put me to work.
Another thing.
Apparently, my father's heading towards what used to be the western part of the kingdom, while we come out this way. And that would mean he's leaving my brother in charge of Fort Mercius. Well, I'm sure things in the west will be fine with my father there. Not like when we're fighting in the Alliance.
Let's see.
Yeah, he'll definitely be fine. Just means we need to do a bang-up job taking care of this mess out here, too. You got that right. I don't want my father yelling at me. Hey, Bernie Bear. Do you ever lose track of our location because we keep moving around? I have no idea where we are. The Alliance? Or are we in the Empire? I think we're in the Alliance? We're in the Empire, south of the Aramid River. Oh, okay. Wait, I mean, we're in the north bank of the river, which used to be part of the Alliance, but has since joined the Empire, so maybe the Empire territory? What? The Empire got bigger? Why does this stuff have to be so confusing? Why do we still have a part of the Alliance if we're allied with them now?
No way.
Why is this happening? We're so close to ending the war. The commoners will be the ones to suffer the most. As it is, they're just scrambling to survive. We have to save as many people as we can. I am estimating there will be more fighting in the city. Not enemy soldiers, but bandits and rioters. I am having better time fighting the situation. What about you? I'm better in these kinds of battles too. It's definitely easier than fighting in the wide open field. So we are the same. Then we will be finishing the fight promptly.
Over here.
I know full well this is not enough to deter her mastery from her path. But to think that somebody would cause such an uproar in the Empire... No, that is something else entirely. We cannot allow it to stand. You got that right. This is completely indefensible. Someone's pulling the strings, will crush them. Your enthusiasm is exactly what we need. Let's charge ahead, clearing any debris that might fall in Her Majesty's path. Oh, support.
Interesting. Her Majesty refrained from drinking tea today. A bit unusual, don't you think?
No?
I believe the last time that happened was 15 days ago. Ergo, we can conclude she tends to renounce the beverage when...
Hey, remind me why I'm doing this again? What's the point of recording all this stuff? Why not just hang out with her?
It is not stuff. These are Her Majesty's great exploits. They must be accurately recorded and preserved within the annals of Imperial history.
Not sure I'd call her tea habits great exploits. No one's ever gonna need that information. And how do you remember this stuff? I couldn't even tell you what I had for breakfast this morning.
I remember everything Her Majesty does. Every word she has ever spoken to me. Every morsel she has ever eaten. Not to mention where and when she ate it.
Creepy.
Every sigh that has escaped her lips. Each and every one of her favorite...
Yeah, let's stop there. This is all sorts of weird.
Why do you say that? These are simply records that need to be kept.
Bullshit. Oh, please tell me Kong is one of them. Convince her she's weird.
Think about it for a minute. Have you ever read a book on Adrestian history that lists the number of times an emperor sighed?
There has never been a historian with a memory like mine, nor one who could keep such accurate records. Until now.
God damn it.
The sole reason I have this excellent memory is to ensure that Her Majesty's great exploits are documented properly.
If your memory's so good, then there's no reason for me to help, is there?
Oh, but there is. Her Majesty places a great deal of confidence in you. She often engages you in conversation, and the two of you spend an insufferable amount of time together.
Insufferable, you say?
As such, you're able to obtain information I could not otherwise verify on my own.
Just hang out with her!
There is nobody more qualified than you to assist me in this undertaking.
Alright, fine. I get that you're serious about
Don't give in. Fucking throw the bitch at Edelgard.
I'm not busy. busy. And there doesn't seem to be much harm in it. For Edelgard, anyway.
Spoken like a true confidant of Her Majesty. How dependable of you. It's no wonder she trusts you more and more each day, even if it is maddening. And so, the time has come for me to grant you a very special privilege. I will permit you to devote yourself to Her Majesty as a sign of your undying love.
Why would I want permission to do that?
The answer is simple. There is no greater pursuit in all of Fodlan than expressing one's undying love for Her Majesty.
I don't know. I could think of a few things. So, yeah, I think I'm good on the whole devotion front.
Very well. You clearly still fail to appreciate the full extent of Her Majesty's charm. However, I am confident you will come to your senses the more you assist me. I hope that one day you will ascend and become a true admirer of Her Majesty.
Yeah, you do that.
So this is what it's like conversing with an Edelgard stand. Hey Ash, how's the war guild doing yet? I'm worried about everyone and him. We need to get out there and help them as soon as we can. I know I don't deserve the title anymore, but as a Knight of Fargus... But a Knight of Fargus would never be so quick to abandon the townsfolk. See, Ash, you're still a good boy, even if you betrayed your homeland. I mean, what? To be honest, I'm so relieved we managed to get through everything without killing Annie. You're welcome. I'm happy so long as she's alive, no matter how much she hates me. I don't think she hates you. It's war. She knows what's up. Father. Yeah, Father. Perhaps we should leave him to the other Imperial forces and take control of the situation in Ardelia. You are the Count now, Lawrence. I cannot tell you no. But you must consider it carefully. We are presently following the Empire's lead. Would it be wise for us to prioritize the stability of an Alliance territory? But if the chaos spreads from Ardelia, Gloucester will undoubtedly be harmed. We must take certain level of precaution, yes. But right now, we should prioritize serving the Empire as much as we can. No. I see. You mean to say this is our only option if we newcomers are to build trust within the Empire? Understood, Father. I shall heed your advice today. Do not myopically seek immediate gains. Always maintain a broader view. That is politics. Alright, I shall bear that in mind. I didn't even realize Count Gloucester was on the roster list. Well, it's less accurate to say roster. I don't even know what I should call the list of people in the camp. Got a minute? Everyone said the fighting would get worse the closer we got to the capital. But if anything, it felt like the opposite. Instead, we just walking all day. I'm gonna end up losing bulk at this rate. Huh? We're going to Herm territory? What part of the kingdom is that? I love you, Raphael. The Aramid River divides Ardelia and Hem territories. How hard for riding to happen in both places at the same time? That can't be a coincidence. There must be something more to this than meets the eye. So, what do you think's happening then? I don't really know. You should ask Hubert. I forgot we recruited Marianne. Oh, right. We basically recruited all the Black Eagles except for Leone. There's a lot of unrest in Ardelia, too. We have to hurry and do something. But how do these ordinary run-of-the-mill ruffians manage to coordinate such as widespread chaos?
Let's see.
There's gotta be some sort of mastermind behind this. I just don't know who it would be. You don't? I suppose it is a bit early to be jumping to conclusions. I want to hear her voice line again. That sounds so fucking hilarious! So listen to that fucking grr. I can't believe they seriously put that fucking dialogue in there.
Do you have a moment?
Many people in the villages and towns ahead are suffering because they got caught in the uproar. I must go and save them at once.
Absolutely.
You're right. Send the people like us to help during times like these. Yes, I have more determination to fight now than we were fighting against the other regions.
That reminds me.
So Count Berkeley's is headed west. Then the enemy won't be taking back their territory anytime soon. But we've also pulled our main forces out of the area, which gives our foes a chance to regroup. We need to consider what approach they'll take while we're dealing with the riots. You're right, we need to be thinking ahead. Let's settle this matter on him as quickly as possible, for both the townsfolk's sake and our own. Ordelia territory's in bad shape, yeah? But I just want to help him out. Go help him. You want to help them? Okay, go tell Edelgard. Without even asking why? You really are a stand-up kind of person.
Truly incredible. In point of fact.
When the city of Nouvelle fell, I was overrun by bandits and looters. At the time, the Imperial Army had been so focused on fighting forces from Dagda that the city's guards were practically non-existent. But now we've mobilized our forces and prioritized aiding the people rather than the war itself. I feel misty-eyed with gratitude.
What do you think?
Which means we're doing things different from how the Empire used to. That's gotta be a relief, right? Yes, precisely. The Empire has turned over a new leaf. I kinda got a bad feeling about this. How do I describe it? It's like I sense darkness or something like that. It's hard to put into words. Darkness? You mean like from me, for example? Maybe. I might.
Yeah.
Which probably means my bad feeling isn't all that reliable. I have the devil inside me. Your feeling is very reliable. Manuela, hello.
You know.
Hanneman isn't here. He might have gone to him. I'm a bit worried about him. That old geezer is prone to the most spectacular blunders. Yeah, we're all facing a ton of unknowns right now. I'm worried about him too. Exactly. Worrying over his well-being is the least we can do. I feel no particular attachment to that place. But those responsible for the chaos feel familiar. I suppose cutting them all down would serve to starve off boredom.
You there. Got a minute?
What a mess. At least I know this isn't the church's doing. The Knights of Saros would usually be the ones fighting with everything they've got in this kind of situation. The Imperial Army, on the other hand, accepts full responsibility for protecting each and every one of their citizens. Now I've cut ties with the Central Church. I can really appreciate them taking on such a burden. I'm grateful for it. I was about to ask where Randolph was, then I remembered.
I beg your pardon. Could you spare a moment?
Professor Hanneman left his post to me and went to protect the townsfolk. He said he would be the one to save the people. It was quite admirable, really. I'm certain he can take care of himself, but I hope he regroups with us soon. Actually, now I think about it, I remember Randolph dying. What happened to, his little sister? I don't recall her dying. Where is she?
Yes?
Something slivers among the shadows. And you, or should I say we, are suspect of being involved. I wonder what the outcome would be most advantageous for you. The outcome that doesn't have me become a traitor and or die.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
I don't know, which one's closest?
Do I want to know what you two are talking about?
What? That normally happens after the first map, not before it!
Is it not obvious? We are debating who might be behind the recent disturbance in the peace.
And what's your answer?
Lord Arundel, Tomas, Kranya, those who slither in the dark. We may have ousted them from power in Enbar, but we knew it was not the end of their vile schemes. Which is why we have been preparing for the day they bared their fangs once more.
Granted, we lack solid proof they are behind this. But it is the most likely explanation considering the scale of the revolts, as well as where and when they all occurred.
I'll keep that in mind on the battlefield. Oh, and for the record, I like this part where you all trust me enough to tell me what's going on.
A strategy I strongly oppose. But Her Majesty insisted we keep you in the loop.
Must you always antagonize Hubert?
I merely state fact. Though I will admit you saved the Emperor's life once. Still, I would not be shocked in the slightest if you suddenly changed your colors and tried to kill her. Yet sharing such knowledge with you achieves a dual purpose. It helps prevent those who slither in the dark from using you, and it gives ample justification to dispose of you, should you betray us.
Great talk, Hubert.
You never change, Hubert. At this point, I don't know how I'd react if you did.
You may not have Hubert's trust, but you have mine. I'll be counting on you as always in the battles to come. If those who slither in the dark appear, we must strike them down.
Alright, with that cutscene done, I think we've definitely hit the 30-minute mark. Oh! And we got some paralogs too! Neat. But for now, though, I think we've reached the point that we'll hit 30 minutes after editing. So I think we'll end the episode here.
Make sure you're ready.
Honestly, I shouldn't be aiming for 30 minutes anyway. I should have been aiming for 20. But that's besides the point. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it for you all. If you enjoyed and feel I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. For as low as $1, you can join our personal Discord. We can chat, play video games, and share memes. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you beautiful people later. Deuces, YouTube.